Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to say thank you our coming my presentation. Let me introduce myself. My name is Trifatoni. I'm from Economic of Education, Faculty of Economy, State University of Jakarta. In this video, I will about you my research in the title, the influence of family environment and student learning discipline student on learning outcomes in subjects economics of private high school student in the city of Bekasi during the COVID-19 pandemic. Background: Development National is effort for upgrade quality human and public did down by sustainable with the advantage of progress sciences knowledge and technology and pay attention challenge global success whether or not development national determined by factor human that's creative innovative one work hard intelligent healthy physical and spiritual and responsible answer for producers power human with criteria that wrong the only one with way that called taken is through paid education. Destination education calls in from success process study that could be measured with result student Teresa 2017 result study in result that obtained through activity a lesson created by independent for knowing how much for destination learning have achieved. Result study student influenced by factor that originate from in-self, not outside self, factor that originate from in-self. Internal consists for factor physical as healthy and statistical and factor psychology as intelligence. Attention, interest, discipline, talent, motivate, maturity, and factor value. Factor that originate from outside individual extreme atau consist from factor family. Environment family to become factor urgent and takes effort to achievement result study student as a member family student always interact with member family others, especially with person old because at person old that provide needs to the student, finance education student, and give attention by psychological and psychological. Further, others who determine results study in discipline student that cover discipline study in school nor in home through discipline student will call more developed ability. The only student we go for interest learn in as Richard Desword by Wayuni et al. 2016. Student that have level discipline that has always get scores that are very good. Years 2020 against COVID-19 virus and in apply in his PSBB activities education to affect from application PSBB did way to do learning by distance for Miss Education and Culture declare the of results to the student during pandemic COVID-19 in almost world unit education do learning distance for our PGG goodbye online good by online of offline limited happening drop results to the student during PJJ because the teachers not can give theory by total comfort condition normal. Moreover, delivery theory to learn more in limited and our life normal face or to face advanced direct to general education child age and early or PAUD education based interest education Ministry of Education and Culture Jumeri say based on from evaluation implementation PJJ during pandemic of drop self study in student for Radar Cirebon 2021. All learning online student calls becomes led activities in convey aspiration and his stroke so that could result in saturation in learning. Student that experience saturation in study will get progress in result study. On learning online, student call becomes not enough activity in convey aspiration and his desk so that could result in saturation in learning a role family, especially a person overall important for more activity child during learning a manner online. Research study major economic in private high school in Bekasi. Still lower standard mark KKM. This called seen from result Pencilter PTS, which showing that still many farm wall students which mark PTS not yet full well standard complete can't with test. Question study 1. Environment family in a mirror portal have influence which significant to result study economic private in school student city Bekasi. 2. Discipline student in manner partial have influence which significant or result study private high school student Bekasi city. 3. In every family and discipline student in manner together have influence to result study economic private high school student Bekasi city. Object study based on a problem which have from study is I am from obtained knowledge and fact valid well school choose for now so far whereas influence in manner partial from each variable from free to variable bound and influence in manner together or simulation for variable the environment. Variable then free study in environment family and discipline student whereas variable bound study is result study. Chapter 2. Background behind theory. Jihad 2019 put forward his opinion about result study that is ability a child which got after past activity study. Sudrajan 2010 result study which owners study offer our experience study. Hamalik 2012 have a fee which a little different way to be previously we enhance the success learning not only on result which written student transcript but also for further change pressure and behavior. Monica et al. 2018. Learning outcomes based on number of opinion which will be by expert called synthesis. The result study is something process for know ability which within student in learning something topic in learning, which also result by change and endeavor of student which called observer and we measure from the change in knowledge, attitude, and skill as marked with from number letter or symbol or certain. Behind theory family environment. Hasbullah 2040 environment family is environment education first because first time educated and direct in family was Kosri 2011 say that family is education first and most important equally because children born in family and grow big mature. Environmental family impact force on formation personality. Family as environment behind becomes for expand called be developing habit study which good so that called we child for age result study which according with hub within 2016. A family environment based on number of opinion which are developed by expert. An environment the place somebody born in first time obtain education, guidance and knowledge as well as first time understand value and guidelines which will apply in life daily in determining objective his life. Background behind theory learning discipline Umi Kulsum 2017 also agreed that discipline study is something condition which read and affirmed by somebody through effort for attention behavior which new. Discipline is awareness somebody for something which with regulation which apply with the full not at quit enough answer and without excess concern. Just 90 2016. 2011 part 4 its opinion about discipline this is discipline is training to act according to rules which will meaning that discipline is practice somebody for act down with rule. Learning discipline based on a number of opinion which be delivered by expert called synthesis that discipline study in something condition malor behavior social somebody which in a manner aware grow attitude away and materialization which for carrying not obligate. Study previously You see the effect of learning environment and learning discipline of learning outcomes of industrial electronic skill company in vacation high school. Rian, 2018, influence discipline, study, environment, family, and motivation study to result student. Umi Kulsum and Fauzia, the influence of the family environment on student learning and counts influence in SDM H3 Kota Tengah Gorontalo City. Sandy Emarian influence environmental family to result study language Indonesia study junior high school country. 11 Maruki in Sota Papua. Farida influence motivation study discipline study and environmental friend peers to result the economic student class first 10 social class Titian high school Teres. Research hypothesis based on the explains of the conceptual description and this theory framework. Above the hypothesis of the study are as follow. 1. There is positive and significant influence of the learning environment student and learning outcome is economic student at SMA Widya Nusantara, Mutia Baru Senior High School, and Adaya Utama Senior High School. 2. There is positive influence and significant study discipline on awareness economic student at Widya Nusantara High School, Mutiara Baru Senior High School, and Adaya Utama High School. 3. There is positive and significant influence of the family environment on student learning discipline on student learning outcomes in economic subject at Widya Nusantara High School, Mutiara Baru High School, and Daya Utama Senior High School. Chapter 3. The place and time study, the research was conducted SMA Widya Nusantara, SMA Mutiara Baru, dan SMA Daya Utama Bekasi City. Time research conducted is June 2021. This time was effective because students are already active learning process. The study used descriptive research approach intensive. The method they used the study in the survey method using questionnaire, and the data used by research are primary data for family environment variable and student discipline variable, and from learning outcomes variable using secondary data obtained from research site. Relationship constellation, lingkungan keluarga, disiplin siswa, to hasil belajar. Population, the population in study were a student of class 10, 11 majoring in social studies, SMA Desert High School, SMA Mutiara Baru High School, and SMA Daya Utama High School. The population class 10, 11, 12 majoring in social studies, SMA Students High School, Mutiara Baru Senior High School, and Daya Utama Senior High School. His 9 students, so the number is mistaken and use the calculation of the exact and make a formula with an error of 5%, so the total sample is 172. Development instrument result study learning outcomes are purpose for knowing that ability student accurate is student in topic in learning that can result in change in behavior in student that can be for observed and measured in the form of change in knowledge, attitudes, and the skill and marked in number, letter, symbol, and certain. Definition operational. The learning outcomes in a study were observed by student learning outcome score in the form of PTS score for economic subject in the 2022 and 2021 event semester at SMA Widya Nusantara, Mutiara Baru, and Senior High School. Definition conceptual, the family environment is an environment where a person is born, and for the first time research education where and knowledge, and for the first time understand the value and gain the lens that will be of a very life and determine life goals. If operational, the family environment as primary data can be managed by self-educator, namely private education, harmonious family education, family systems, family economic condition, and parental education. Okay, next development instrument discipline study. Discipline is learning is condition of moral or social behavior present with consultative force and attitude of the when audience to rules that apply to carry out learning obligation, operationally, learning discipline as data can be measured by survey indicator, name, time, discipline, and discipline. Technical collection data collection was were current are using as a question number question namely by giving a set of question or written statement of the responding student to answer in technique analysis datanya in study the method or method which done after SPS as program version 2005 we to 12.5 with the user regression linear double. Chapter 5 result study based on chart histograph high head result study that SIB for 5 6 on 1 6 and on class 7 interval between 72 to 75 with frequency relative as big 27% then frequency lowest as big is that on one interval that is between 45 for 51 48 for 51 with frequency relative as big 1%. And from family based on chart histogram frequency has and from family that's as big for B40 one is on high plus 6 interval between 12 and 28 with 78 with frequency relative as big to 25%. The frequency of the big as the interval that's between 31 and 38 frequency relative as big 2%. The simple student based on chart histogram frequency has been resistant studied that as big 5 which at class now interval that's win to 70 or 75 with frequency relative as big 29 that frequency of west as big is at 1 4 interval is between 40 45 with frequency relative as big 2%. Testing hypothesis, the condition analysis, the normality, probability plot, general test, the regression model has met the assumption normality, the linear score linearity of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, the learning discipline fast learning is linear. That's assumption classic, the multicolor lesson value variable environment family is big or 0 5 58 for 0.1 and mark FEF with 1078 or 10 on the heaven problem. The heterogeneity based on chart survey plus and heaven problem complexity. That's regression double, variable descent double, x2 on confidence regression as big on 0.32 1 is many if discipline study and big so research as big or 32 and 30 and word positive. Tes hipotesis, tes FHO establish if F hitung lebih kecil dari F tabel However, if Hitung lebih besar dari F-table, so no reject and accept. Tes Hitung lebih besar tabel is 5 di probability di 1653. Analysis confident determine confidence summary model size is marked to times as bigger for 0.5951 means 39.5% variable result study called explained by a phenomenon family and disciple study, whereas the rest 41.5% influence with variable with research. Discussion study student class 1 Semayuri PS Nusantara as per scan and main city Bekasi. Whole field condition concrete is testing against double 50 testing hypothesis and analysis confident determined in calculation 31.015 plus 0.22x1 plus 0.232x, which is the biggest, the 30 or 98. Results to the confident which got a variable and from a family result in SB 2.221. Results to the result possible with variable disturbance as to the learning B 0.32. 3002. Calculation is a which often make a Hitung has big 126.686 F-table with 3.05 result hypothesis extreme result test Hitung F-table des 7.47 plus 165.3 the mark Hitung ongoing variable discipline study and this has been 6, 7, 8 based on result from Hitung. The table is 6,384 and on the test analysis confidence dependent this his bis no 0.595 once means 59.5% variable solutions to this called equivalent by environment family and disable study where rest 40% influence with variable which was research. Chapter 5 Positive and significant between environment family and result study as by lalu ada conversion positive and significant between environment family and result study as big Hitung lebih besar dari tabel. Conversion positive and significant between environment family and discipline study and study seen from Hitung lebih besar dari F-tabel. Implication the is influence positive and significant environment family study and SMA Nusantara Mutiara Baru Daya Utama. The influence positive and significant discipline study and SMA Widya Nusantara, SMA Mutiara Baru dan SMA Daya Utama. 3. There is one positive environment family and discipline student manner together results SMA Nusantara SMA Utara SMA Daya Utama City of Bekasi. Suggestion for environment family means family support from atmospheric environment which pandemic of COVID-19. 2. For student in discipline study with all. 3. For student in innovation pressure with technology. 4. For research for harm research factor also that's to common as we can. Okay, thank you my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.